They say Israel is violating international law. They accuse us of genocide, land theft, and starving civilians. But here is what they don't tell you. None of these claims are valid under international law. I'm Nitsana Darshan-Leitner, president of Shurat HaDin, and allow me to break down 5 of the biggest legal lies being spread right now and what the law actually says. Israel seizing land in Gaza is a war crime. Under international law, including the laws of armed conflict, it is not illegal for a state to seize or occupy territory during a war if it's done in self-defense. Israel did not invade Gaza out of aggression. It responded to an unprovoked massacre by Hamas on October 7th. Also, Gaza is not a sovereign state. There is no land theft under international law when there is no recognized sovereignty. Israel blocks Red Cross from visiting Hamas prisoners is a war crime. Prisoner of war status applies only to uniformed combatants fighting on behalf of a state and following the laws of war. Hamas is a non-state terror group whose fighters don't wear uniforms, deliberately target civilians, and commit war crimes. Therefore, Israel is under no obligation to allow Red Cross visits to capture terrorists. This is in line with the Third Geneva Convention, Article 4. Israel is committing genocide. The Genocide Convention defines genocide as the intent to destroy, in whole or in part, a national, ethnic, racial, or religious group. Israel has no intent to destroy the Palestinian people, only to destroy Hamas, a terror organization that brutally governs Gaza. If Israel wanted to destroy Palestinian people, then why is the army warning them to evacuate before it conducts airstrikes? Civilian death in warfare, especially when Hamas embeds himself in hospitals and homes, do not meet the legal standards of genocide. Israel is using starvation as a weapon. This is one of the most dangerous lies. According to international law and the Rome Statute, starvation of civilians is illegal only when food and humanitarian aid are deliberately withheld. But the facts matter. Israel, through COGAT, has facilitated hundreds of aid trucks daily. And according to data from international agencies, the minimum caloric threshold is being met. The real issue, Hamas hijacked this aid and attacks the crossings. But the question is why the same people who accuse Israel for starving Palestinians are not asking why is Hamas stealing aid. Israel is targeting hospitals and schools illegally. International law protects hospitals and schools unless they are being used for military purposes. When Hamas turns hospitals into command centers and schools into rocket factories, they lose their protection and become a military target according to international law. Israel issues warnings, allows evacuations, and makes surgical strikes. That's precisely what international humanitarian law requires. Israel is fighting a war for survival, and it's doing so while upholding the law. But the legal battlefield is just as important. If we don't fight back against these lies, they become weapons. Share this video. Stand with the truth. Support Shurat HaDin's fight to defend Israel in the courtroom and around the world.